Hello and welcome to Ebb and Flow, Receive and Let Go show. My name is Jamie Layton, and with me as always is my good friend, professional astrologer Hilloy Scott. Today we are going to be discussing the new moon and manifesting in the new moon of Leo. Let's just get right into it. What is the forecast? What's going on in this new moon?
So the forecast, I'm going to put my glasses on. It's a big new moon. We've gone through like a really difficult July with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, which made it kind of difficult for everybody. But it's kind of like it's cleared the path for us to come into position with this new moon in Leo. And Leo is like a wonderful, warm, encouraging, comes from the heart, is very creative and self-expressive, and it's just a wonderful kind of proud to be itself, inner child type of energy. So that's kind of what we're all able to tap into with this new moon, I think, is an ability to figure out what's in our heart and then put it out into the world. So we've got with that Leo moon, so there's always like the aspects of the planets kind of influencing the vibe of whatever new moon or full moon we have. So with this one, there is like a wild card kind of energy with Uranus. And Uranus is kind of like it's a wild card. It's the lightning bolt, flashes of inspiration, it's rebellion, it's expressing oneself in a way that is very unique and like personal, individualistic. So it's kind of like the perfect combination of energies to help us put out there what is uniquely us. And that's part of like our soul path, right? Is creating our reality and putting out there what is coming right from our inner child or our hearts or like our joyful part of us. So there is a bit of stress. It's almost like it's a square with Uranus, and that's like stress to wherever there's a square, there's a stress to act. So you might be feeling like this pressure to make a move or to act in some way. So, or things will come at you that create that, make it necessary. Like, maybe something breaks or something happens that now you have to act on that. And usually it's not expected with Uranus. It's kind of unexpected energy. So that's tied into this. But then there's also a really lovely trine between Chiron, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So it's the part of us that it's kind of like where we're vulnerable and where we feel our weaknesses. But it's trining the sun, so it's almost like it's in fire too. So the self-expression and the individualistic, like being who we really are, is very much supported and healed right now. But generally, it kind of rests on whether we are supporting ourselves. So it's kind of like we have to choose. I'm going to support myself. I'm going to come from my heart. You got to make the choice to be like self-loving for it all to work together. Yeah. Which is, makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. And it might even be like the ingredient, the love of self and doing what's good for you, that will shift everything. So we can kind of tap into that much, much more easily now. And also with Venus is tapped into the new moon too. So there's this sort of blessing and grace and ease and beauty, and like it's just a very kind of perfect storm for major change to occur. So
Venus is part of that trine with Uranus, and
no, Venus is actually conjoined. It's
conjoined with the sun or the moon.
Yes,
the moon, sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
The sun and the moon, because the new moon is like when the sun and the moon are conjoined. So the sun kind of disappears behind the moon. Mm-hmm. So it's right there in that mix of energy in Leo. So it's like very encouraging, and
it seems like this energy, everything that's happening seems to be very Leo energy.
Yes.
It's like very supportive, because even the trine with Chiron and the sun, well, Leo is ruled by the sun.
Right.
And there's a lot of sun energy going on there.
Yes.
Creativity. I mean, we're in the new moon right now. And it's all about creating new intentions, and let's be childlike with these intentions, go big,
go big. Exactly.
Use your imagination. Think about a child, they think that $100 is like billions of dollars. So, what would you do with those?
Tiger.
Yeah. What about Mercury retrograde? When is that going to be over with? I don't know about anybody else, but I know I've been feeling lots of Mercury retrograde energy going on around me. My car is literally in the shop. I'm reading all over Facebook and social media, other people's cars are breaking down. I know that's part of it. Anybody else? If you are feeling any of this Mercury retrograde, please comment and let us know. And let us know where you're. Hilloy had a great idea. You were saying that maybe Mercury might be more ruled in this area. We might be
like depending on where you are, you're going to feel like where you are on the planet, you're going to feel the Mercury retrograde more than if you are on different spots of the planet because of astrocartography, which is like figuring out where you resonate best on the planet. So like I said, you guys seem to be I'm not having as many technical, I am having technical difficulties, but I haven't actually had breakdowns. The car hasn't broken down. My phone's still in my pocket. Like things are still, so it's a little easier. Although I've had a lot of communication problems. A lot of communication problems.
Yeah, my husband's phone and my son's phone both broke within a day of each other. It's been really, with the technical and the travel, it's been really, knock on wood, nothing crazy, but it's still, it's happening. We're definitely affected.
Yes. It's frustrating.
And that is all depending on you and how you react and respond to this situation. Keep that in mind. Yes. Can't control it. Might as well understand it. A friend, I don't remember, somebody has suggested that, when Mercury goes into retrograde, kind of laugh at it because he's the jokester and he's playing the tricks. And if you laugh at it, he's more likely to maybe not mess with you so much. Like think about somebody who messes with you because they want the reaction. Yes. Just one way of looking at it. I think that.
Yeah, no, it's good. Being lighthearted and playful and like not attached to how it all goes is important because then you don't have to feel so frustrated, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And then think about what that creates too. Your frustration and stress brings more damage to things around you, the energy around you. So, it doesn't help.
No, it does not help. No. I think it's wonderful to actually keep a journal during Mercury retrograde and study it for yourself because we're all on the planet. We're all going to experience it 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So if you figure out how your life kind of happens to take, what happens for you, it's really interesting. You'll find lots of times people come back from the past that you didn't expect. They say ghosts come from the past. I've even heard of people and had my own experience where actual ghosts kind of spirit energy showed up from people from the past in my life, which was pretty crazy. But there is it's a good little thing to do is keep a journal because then you'll see, these things just kind of gives you a feel for the energy when it comes up. And so you can relax when it is happening.
Yeah. And I think one of I remember reading recently, somebody had written something up about Mercury retrograde and what to do. And it's about reflecting, receiving, relaxing. It's all the words.
Yep. And reconsidering.
Yeah.
Reorganizing.
Reconnecting, so really try to go internal and reflect on what is going on and why, it's interesting because Jay's phone had broken. And then the day before he was using his phone a lot and kind of got a little stressed. And then the very next day the phone dropped. I'm like, that's interesting. You were holding the phone and it's Mercury retrograde and you were feeling a little stressed. I think it all plays a part. So definitely always be aware of how you're reacting or responding to a situation, whether you're reacting, which means, blowing up, or responding all right, how do I handle this?
Responding. Totally. That makes so much sense. And there is the lucky thing is that Mercury is going direct the same day the moon is new. So Wednesday, it will go direct again. Yeah, so it's
Yay.
done. It's over. It doesn't
Yay.
get back to its original position, which it went retrograde in until mid-August.
Okay.
But we're still not going to have the same sort of like, just sort of blockages. The energy will flow a little better.
Awesome.
Which is good.
Very good.
Yes.
Very, very good.
Easier for people. So it's a good time right now, like leading up to the new moon, to reflect, do all the R stuff, like really see what you want, see what you want to create, see if you're on track. But it's also not, it's kind of more the planning stages. Like we're about to kind of get a big push forward again.
Awesome. I love it. Well, I think it's important for this new moon, while thinking about manifesting with this new moon, to be, like I said, childlike, be creative, love yourself, like you were saying before, self-love, the heart, stand out, because that's what Leo is, standing out.
That's so true.
Maybe manifest something that you have been holding back because you didn't have the courage, or didn't think you had the courage, because Leo is courage. Leo is the lion. It's the card is that represents Leo in tarot is courage. So, keep these things in mind. It's fire. It's fun. It's exciting. Also, another thing to keep in mind is crystals to manifest under the new moon with, like amethyst and carnelian, citrine. Those are great for Leo energy. They go and respond very well with that energy. Anything else you'd like to add, Hilloy?
Well, Mercury is actually going direct on the degree that is called the Royal Star of the Lion. So it even kind of taps into the Mercury energy, also is tapping into this Leo energy by representing it. So your idea about like, do something that you didn't have the courage to do before, or something that takes like a brave heart and that's going to put yourself out there, is really well supported with this Leo energy. For sure, wants to have a good time. It's August. It's like, at least in the northern hemisphere, where we can enjoy the summer and the sun and playing, and so just stay centered in the heart and make sure that you enjoy yourself and come from your center. Do something big thinking.
Yeah, I like that. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Remember this Leo energy that Mercury retrograde goes direct. Mercury goes direct on the new moon, and have fun, be creative, be child, like enjoy yourself. Many blessings and much love. See you next time.
Yeah. Many blessings.